2, 1, brawl.
Here on the Apocalypse stage, Powar finds the first hit. That lets him get the first weapon. It's going to be his gauntlets. Just going to kind of sit on that weapon spawn. Not going to immediately strip the field.
Got him a little extra damage there, though. That was super nice. Okay. Little 4-piece.
So
watch the hands here.
We already saw him hit the D-Light Nair into the recovery as the option, and he didn't even hit it there. He just went for the straight standard gauntlet option of the sidelight, GC sidelight into the recovery. One of the many reads that gauntlet players will go for to get the KO. I think Powar's KO options are going to be great here.
I like the mix of his weapons, too. He's got the Macho Man Wendy Savage axe out right now. Okay. You know, sometimes you gotta get a little more swaggy with a little customization going on. There we go, throwing that all the way across. Actually just throwing it straight out. However, though, must have been a diversionary tactic because Dummy not ready for that ground pound to land directly on his dome. Good start right here for Powar.
Now, one of the things we did see from Dummy last game was a lot of great dodges to then find punishes after when he was playing against Baka. Hasn't been doing quite as well against Powar's gauntlets, but he was doing extremely well against Powar's axe. So we might see Powar rely more on the gauntlets. You already saw him open up. Really, this lead came off of the gauntlets and very little from the axe. Really, it was just the sidelight side air to secure the KO. But most of the stuff there, the classic gauntlet option doesn't quite get the recovery, so needed to be a little bit tighter with that.
Okay. Easy stuff right there from Dummy. Getting that easy KO, but at the same time, though, he still does have a lot of damage onto him already. These gauntlet strings really been kind of giving it to him right now. And that's good that he's opting to see that he's playing so well in the gauntlets, so he's staying with him. He has had the axe in his hand for a little bit of time, but for the most part, it has been all gauntlets all day. These short-range weapons going at it between the gauntlets and the katars. Very close.
Too much momentum with his gauntlets, but he is doing a great job of trading, and because he was already in the lead, that means the trades are always going to be in his favor, especially because Dummy has katars in his hands. Not going to put too much risky business out on the edge. Just those classic Rayman options, and he moved back in. Dummy moved back in. That let Powar grab the recovery off the top for free.
Oh man, that's unfortunate too. But there was a lot of pressure going in on that left side, man, with the downstage over the edge perfectly. Then he got back on stage, and that honestly, dude, that gravity cancel D-Light has a large hitbox, man.
Yup.
I did not expect him to get pulled up like that, but he definitely did. So here we go. Still not out of the realm of possibility of a comeback, though. He does have some pretty good damage here on the Rayman as is. Getting close to getting him in that red. Actually is in the red now.
Top side of sidelight hit him. Coming out with those gauntlets. That D-Light with sword is not going to reach as far as the D-Light with gauntlets. Powar's going to outrange him there. The last little hit was still in orange, so not really going to send him too far off of that. Not some huge game changer, but nice 3-piece there from Powar.
Yeah, he keeps finding these 3 and 4 pieces real easy. Sliding through the air. Okay, should be able to make that back. No, wow, at that, what an edge guard. Used to seeing the down light into the ground pound, but instead drops down to the gravity cancel side light and just kicks him out of his recovery.
It comes out so fast. Dummy was able to recognize, even had the spot dodge there. Not sure if that was going to hit without the dodge, but Dummy really putting out some smart options on the edge. Again, getting away from the downstick from Powar. That side air is going to hit Dummy. Fighting for his life here.
Yeah, that downstick is super quick, too, on the side. The way that he's dropping it with Rayman. Okay. Tries it.
Oh, the recovery off the top. It was only a matter of time. Powar was so good at finding KOs with those gauntlets. I was wondering how long he was going to stick on the axe. That was really Dummy's best shot at getting back into this, was doing those great dodges that he was doing earlier, finding his 1 or 2 hit punishes. But the second Powar got over onto those gauntlets, man, that was it was almost inevitable at that point. He was finding gauntlet KOs so consistently.
Oh, yeah. So, as we get into our next game, Rayman, aka Powar, doing quite well on that first game. I don't think that Dummy needs to swap or do anything outside of just getting momentum started earlier. I feel like he was starting to get some things started from a little late But that first stock, I mean, he just got straight up decimated. So he played the whole game from behind. If this was an even game, that could have went a different way. So let's see what he does as we are sitting into the Legends, or picking the Legends area. Hold up. Gotta do that thing that you were talking about. The store. I did it.
It's helpful. I don't even remember how I figured that one out, but one day I just did figure it out.
Nice.
So we're going to be waiting.
He's thinking about it.
We're going to be waiting just a moment for Dummy to come back and lock his character. And talking about PR-wise going into this, Dummy coming in at PR4, Powar coming in at PR8. So regardless of what happens now, there is a really good chance of Powar's PR rising after this, as he is this deep into the bracket. He has now guaranteed himself top 4. But we'll see whose journey will end here and who will move on to that top 3 spot to fight against Elsem in the losers finals, with the chance to go up against Kyler in Grants.
Yeah, man. My man had to go use the bathroom. That's what he was waiting out for. So they'll be getting back very soon. I mean, you know, yeah, a few break can catch even the best competitors, man. And you gotta go, you gotta go. And here he is. He's back though, staying with the Asuri. Does he have? Do you know if he has any other characters that he would be willing to pull out? Like,
the only ones he reported that he would pull out is the Asuri this weekend, which it's a little bit interesting that he's so dedicated to this Asuri when he's only really level 4 with, or level 44 with it. Sorry, not level 4, level 44 with it, which really isn't that high of a level, especially for someone who seems to be playing Sword this well and Katars this well.
Yeah. Yeah, level 44, definitely not really much to scoff at. I mean, I think I have a couple level 44s in there. So let us get into it. Our next game between Rayman and Asuri one more time. Powar and Dummy going at it.
3, 2, 1.
This
Go ahead.
stage, man, I feel like I see this so often. Not in NA. Everywhere else, like they love the stage, but in NA we don't vibe with the stage somehow.
Look, I don't know why. All those international players, man, maybe they're just built different, because I am not a fan of this stage. North America is not a fan of this stage, man.
Anyway, into the match, man. Ooh.
Now, talking about those other characters from Dummy, I'm looking at his Brawlhalla right now. His top level character is Scarlet. Second is Jiro, of all characters. Third is Ragnir. So he does have that Katar experience, not necessarily on the Asuri, but on the Ragnir.
Okay. So the Asuri right here, definitely playing a little more cautious, a little more lax. Not really going as aggressive as before. And this seems to be working out. I think he was getting punished a lot for trying to go for a quick option and getting scooped out of that with the neutral air coming in from Rayman.
And Powar's throwing a lot of neutral airs.
Yeah.
When he was on the ground controlling the main part of the stage, it was just dash, jump, nair, dash, jump, nair, all over the place, looking to scoop.
Okay. Swapping it up this time, though. Dash, jump, Sair. And a ground pound. I think the second one's going to seal. Doesn't even have to get the second one. Wasn't able to touch the wall. But that second one definitely would have sealed it had he ran into those fists. But luckily unluckily for him, he was actually sent too far on the first one regardless. Now a little bit of a lead here. And it is immediately sapped. We are right back onto the same stock. Not much of a color there. That eggshell white here onto Asuri. I mean, he probably got hit like one time with a weapon toss or something.
Powar coming in this one, swinging the neutral light, regardless of whether or not Dummy was overspaced. The dodge came out. Powar struggling to find a hit, does find a dare, goes for the down light afterward, but Dummy was spot dodging on the ground. This is comeback time for Dummy, because Powar is not finding these hits.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, Powar, man, he is... Look, oh, wait. This could be a big turnaround.
Oh, no!
It is.
Man.
It was literally one ground pound, and that was it. Like, he was lining up the second one just in case he happened to touch that wall, and he was perfectly lined up to hit that second one for sure. But just... options were sat down there. What an unfortunate turn of events.
I'm going to have to see the replay of that, because Powar was like stuck on the wall with that ground pound rather than continuing to fall down. I got to think if he was just normally off the wall, he would have fell and it wouldn't have hit Dummy. Oh my gosh, and Powar is just trying to capitalize everything he can. After that KO, finds the sights, he's been throwing those out. He grabs it there, the last hit. Oh, of the big bombs that Rayman throws over the corner.
I feel like he just got Rayman. Like, I don't know. Like, that last stock, he 100% got Rayman.
All right, here's that ground pound. Stuck on the wall. Gets the bottom side of it. Didn't even need the second one. Yeah, he straight up got Rayman. That cheeky stick on the wall, and then the big blue glove bombs over on the corner. That's tough. That's tough to come back from.
Most definitely. I mean, that's got to be a momentum sapper. That's got to be a discourager, all of those things. And then on top of that, you got to remember that, like, Powar has been playing quite well, too. Like, he is, the way that these gauntlets have been going for him, he is 1,000% been piloting these very well. With the amount of 4-hit and 3-hit combos that he's been able to find. He's very, look at it, he's not even really throwing anything out unless he thinks about the hit. He's kind of just running around waiting for Dummy to either throw out something he can punish or put himself in a bad position. Just threatening him with his presence.
And it's causing Dummy to play accordingly. You're seeing him play very defensive here, jumping around a lot, fast falling a lot, dodging late before he even decides to throw out a single move. Nice read there, though. His patience is paying off. Neutral signature comes out into the liar taunt. Feeling good about that one.
I feel like a lot of people are really definitely digging that taunt, man. I'm seeing that quite a bit as of late. So, nice taunt, though. See why you digging it. Okay.
And this is a really good chance for Dummy to extend this lead because Powar has that axe. We've seen him consistently struggle to find even initiations with it. He'll be looking to swap that one out straight away, and he does.
He's looking for a bit here. Okay. And gets up and around that as well. So, I mean, Powar is still going for these dash jump nairs, but it looks like the Dummy's kind of figured that out. He hasn't really been into the skies as much, but now that's going to open up a new avenue of attack, obviously, for Powar. That's going to be gravity cancel D lights and side lights on the ground, just in general. If you're not going to jump, I'm going to put you in the air regardless.
See how he gets back to the ground. You're seeing more of those nairs come out. Not quite as many, though, and that gives Dummy the avenue to get back to the ground and find the KO. Now up 2 stocks. That last game loss really didn't seem to affect the mental coming out from Dummy. He is playing very strong this game, looking confident, but you saw him come out a little bit defensive, which was the right choice for him. That let him really get in, be safe early on, and not give Powar that early lead. Yeah,
Powar definitely having a hard time now doing literally anything to get back into this game. Dummy has slowed it down considerably, and I think that little change in pace is kind of throwing off Powar, because when he does go in, he gets a lot. Like, he gets 1 dodge. That was 5 hits off of 1 dodge.
Oh, he grabbed it! He tried it, and he got it! Powar thought he was going to get the free ground pound there. Man, Dummy grabbing the neutral signature. That was sick.
Absolutely scooped right there and sent him packing. That was the reversal of fortune for sure. Powar going to go ahead and keep the Rayman out here. And I think that's a good decision. Just might want to recognize the style of play that Dummy is doing right now. Dummy, well, 2 neutral sig KOs. That's nice. And 2, he's just, I feel like he's just picking and choosing spots better. He isn't throwing out anything too crazy. And he's just waiting for Powar now to make a mistake so he can get the big strings off of his guitars.
Especially when Powar has that axe. Like, that is the biggest, oh no, I'm worried about Powar now, is when he grabs the axe. It's the first weapon he gets this game, and Dummy grabs the guitars. It seems like everything is already going the way of Dummy. Finds a nice downlight there, trying to control the ground while Dummy is aerial with those downlights. Does have to be careful, because Dummy could find a good punish. And you see, like, Dummy gets right on top of Powar, and he doesn't have a really quick option to then throw out a hitbox.
Okay. He barely slid past that side air. That was most likely going to be the stock, too. Would have got that recovery. Uh-oh. Okay, back on stage. They're getting relatively dangerous here on the right side off the stage. They're looking, both of them looking for that early KO, that early lead. But looks like they're going to get back into the middle. I'm sure right now that Powar would love to switch weapons or just even have a weapon in his hand. Finally finds it. Dummy, though. He is 1 more downlight recovery away. Side air almost actually taking it. Okay, good juke. Just barely through it. There it is. That's going to work, though. Yeah, that small Brawlhalla definitely going to help out with Asori not having the most power behind her hits, but when the blast zones are that close, it really doesn't matter.
Both of them just kind of playing footsies. Dummy really not super worried about getting in immediately. We saw that really work for him last game. Over on the side, Sider's going to bounce him off the wall, just barely missing that weapon toss. Oh, misses the D-like ground pound. That probably would have KO'd too. I don't think that would have bounced off the main platform. It would have been at enough of an angle to where he would have gotten the spike for the KO.
Yep, those are up and through as well. Man, he is fishing. Sure, looking for the last hit. Okay, a bit of a piece off of the side air, but it only hits the first part. Wall kind of messing up the rest of it. There it is. Long wait for that one, but he definitely did the right wait. Usually you see that wait into a side, another side air into the recovery, but now he just waits out for the dodge, punishes it with the raw recovery.
Yeah, you saw the sidelight that he did right before that one. That sort of like gave him the behavior that Dummy was going to do after that sidelight, so he felt really safe going for that one. Knew the dodge was going to come out, so he just had to wait for it to pick up the recovery. But Dummy, again, with a big lead this game. We might just get the reverse 3-0 from Dummy. That would be huge.
Yeah, man. He is 1,000% turning this around, but some big hits are coming out right now on Dummy.
The axe has been working better this game.
Too.
That clash not going to help him there, though, because he didn't get the big force dump. That would have sent Dummy over to the left side.
Uh-oh. Okay, Dummy finding this little three-piece right here, starting to get his momentum going. Oh, man, it looked like he was going to try to line up a ground pound, potentially. Dummy back on the side. That was an interesting option to go for after missing the down sig.
Yeah, he went for the D sig into the turnaround GC neutral sig of all things, trying to ride the wisps back up onto the stage. Dummy was there though, ready. Got his moves out for the startup of it. Went for the neutral signature spike as well. Not going to get hit by the fists that time. Or that time, he know exactly how Powar wants to use that.
Yeah, Powar definitely right over the edge. Great placements of it, but Dummy is going to find his way. Oh, try to get it like a reset there with that ground pound, but not going to find another one. He's back on his neutral airs. That is what did so well for him in the first two games is how many neutral airs he was getting, the conversions he was getting off of those as well. Now this is like the two strong weapons for both of them right now.
The ending of this game, man. Dummy is in the lead, needs the victory here to take it all the way to game 5. If Powar grabs this dub, that's going to be Powar moving on. Dummy only in the yellow, weapon spawn coming out. It's the sword. Oh, that's going to KO off the top. Dummy takes it. We're going to game 5.
Yeah, man. Dummy, I feel like he's getting like the actual maximum force off that recovery too every time. Like he's getting all the hits, sending them packing off that one. He's taken 5. That's what I'm hearing. I think they're talking about he's taking game 5 here. Hopefully. I hope you not mean taking 5 minutes, bro. Get ready to get back in here.
I don't know. Neither player hasn't made a move yet. Powar could be thinking about a character swap because Dummy won last one. He does have to lock in first. So we could see a character swap, possible counter pick coming out from Powar here.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is that if Powar is going to swap, I'm hoping that he does keep the gauntlets. That's all. Okay, we got the head-to-head stats here, though. Powar Dummy, 8. Power rate 8, power rate 4. They made a decent amount, sizable money here, and they've also made a decent amount of placements as well. But if you look at Powar, he has made a bunch of silver medal placements here, while Dummy does actually have a win. He went from top 32 placements to 1 win. He's like, I've never seen silver, I've never seen gold, I've never seen bronze, I'm only gold.
With the way Dummy's playing today, he might be like Streets 112 coming out saying, I've never seen silver, I've never seen bronze, and I never effing will.
Well, I mean,
Only golds for the boy.
I'm hoping.
Really thinking about the stage banning. One more left on the board.
One more.
3 have come out, leaving Small Mammoth, The Dome, Apocalypse, and Demon Island.
Wait, what? What is going on here, bro?
Taking it to Game 5, Powar is just falling apart in game chat right now.
All right. We got Apocalypse, Demon Island, and we're going to Apocalypse. Okay. Surprisingly enough, they don't seem to play a lot of Demon Island down here.
That is true. I don't think we've seen that at all today.
Yeah. So the Apocalypse, though, definitely a good stage regardless. Wall's just slightly smaller than, a full wall here, so you got about that half wall type deal. Not nearly as small as like Shipwreck or anything, but still got to be a little cautious about the way that you're recovering. Let us get into it. Powar. Going to go ahead and find the gauntlets too. I think he's going to try to stay on his power weapons for sure. He's got a lot to make up for, though. That was a really good open for Dummy.
Seen a lot of confidence from Dummy already out early on in this game. Didn't recover low on that wall to try to avoid the Blue Fists of Fury coming out from Powar there. And immediately, once he threw his weapon away and got disarmed and Powar grabbed the weapon, he was immediately on him for a neutral light, then continued to go in with some unarmed damage. So Dummy looking really confident so far this game. And he's playing well. It's showing itself. He was ready for that to come out. Then he could get around it, get the hit onto Powar. Didn't immediately go for the recovery.
Yeah, that
after that D-Light hit, and then Powar waited. That
should have been a stock for sure. What's that? Air dodge right in place, right in the 45-degree angle. That was time for a recovery.
Oh,
it is what it is, though.
Almost.
Speaking of recovery. Oh, okay. I like the wait, though, because he knows he's going to get something out of it. But again, just bread and butter with the downlight and the recovery. He's ended so many stocks with those.
Dummy going to open up that one with a neutral signature, middle of the stage on a white opponent. So he's definitely feeling confident about something. Spot dodging that ground pound. Continuing the onslaught of damage on a Powar second stock and to overspace that side air. GC side signature coming in from Powar.
A little sneaky option he tried to go for it too after that when he missed it and he immediately turned around and tried to go for the side air. But Dummy spaced that out, was not going to be able to get back after getting hit with that down air. And so a yellow, not too bad right here. This is definitely a nice little 5-piece combo, if you will, from the gauntlets if he's able to find a dodge somewhere. But he decides to throw away the gauntlets, goes back into the axe.
Oh! Immediate pickup, has
oh my
the
God.
dodge. That's a free D-Light ground pound. Absolutely free. Powar recovering way too high. Not going to the bottom of that wall, giving himself any time. No weapon toss came out to keep himself safe. That was an absolutely free stock for Dummy after he chose to really go in with the neutral signature.
Literally instant with that one, man. He was like, soon as he got the hit, picked up the weapon with the immediate neutral sig. He's like, I know you're going to be here. And he was correct. He was correct. So now, yeah, this is all but falling apart for Powar, man. He was looking real good at the beginning, but now this is the Dummy show.
That full confidence from Dummy has continued on further into this game. You're seeing it in his options. Nice string, putting Dummy further into the orange. Still has to play a little bit careful here. He hasn't
doing a good job of not being weapon starved either. Like, he always finds the way to get, like, he throws the weapon and he'll be unarmed for like 3 seconds. And the next weapon that drops down, he's on it.
He's done a good job of like not falling prey to any of the other things that Powar used to KO him earlier. Dummy grabbing the ground pound, going deep with that one, knew it was secured. And Powar's journey is going to end right there. Dummy is going to move on.
Yeah, man, big facepalm for sure right there. You see the end screen from Rayman. 495 damage to 370. That was all Dummy. He was in control pretty much the entire time. Great reads everywhere. You can see that, if you saw that kill when he picked the weapon, immediately went for the neutral sig, and then it was an easy setup for him to go for the D-Light ground pound. And then on top of that, that super far up ground pound as well with the sword. He knew the game was over. So now, losers finals will be between Elsem and Dummy. They have not got a chance to play yet in this top 8, so this will be the first.